Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I have a new issue with my LG refrigerator. It's displaying error code DH, and so yeah, this is obviously it's still cold, the refrigerator. Let me show you the specific model number of my refrigerator, which is in model LFX 25971 ST/1. Alright, and so like I said, it's still cold in the refrigerator, and in the freezer it's still cold down here too, but you can see it's probably frost built up and all that, so the rail is giving me very hard to slide out kind of deal. So from my research, is saying probably the the defrost heater is probably related or something bad about it. So I'm gonna find out, see what I can do about this thing. Doing some tests and all that, and probably have to take out the back panel and see if we can defrost the ice and take a look at it. Alright, so yeah, come along and see what we can do about this. Yep, so from the back of the refrigerator there's a circuit diagram for the thing, and it's showing the PWB assembly main, and so it looks like the defrost heater is has an inline fuse, and the fuse coming off connector 3 pin 10, which is a white wires, and let me see, and then the blue wire is the other side. So hopefully you can see that. I don't know if it's kind of tiny. So here, let me point it to. So here's the defrost heater right over here, and come off with color red going to the fuse, and then from the fuse coming out is a white wire, and this is connector 3. Alright, so the other side of the heater is called label BL, which is a neutral line, which is a blue line, blue wires, and it's come up here and it looped back around on pin 4. So that's the blue line. So what we're gonna do is disconnect the electrical and then open this plate here in the back axis to the main control board, and then probably re-plug in and then see if we can measure some voltage. Because based on my finding is there probably about 120 volts has to be feed to this heater, around that. So typical like maybe 110 or 117, but we should measure some voltage when we turn the we're gonna put it in the test position mode, which is right down here. It'll tell you, we have to put it in the test mode 3. That means in order to turn the defrost heater on. And up here is saying DH is when you have the error is when the defrost sensor doesn't reach 46° F within 1 hour after starting defrost. And then temperature fuse disconnection, heater disconnection, drain jam, poor relay for heater. So those are all the symptom or remark, and which is failure of defrost mode. Okay, so alright, so let me unplug the refrigerator and open up the so let's do that. Just unplug the refrigerator. Yeah, it's probably likely like a symptom like this is when a lot of ice built up, and a lot of time, you know, you might have maybe the seal is bad, or you left the freezer door open for a long time, and yeah, ice and start to build up and all that. So you're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, and there'll be basically 4 screws, 1, 2, and then the bottom, one here and one on the corner. Yeah, I guess before, actually pull the inside of the freezer panel, I think this is quicker to see what's going on, hopefully. Alright, so yeah, this is connector 3 right here, and as I said earlier, so it'll be the here's the blue, and here's the white wire that come off from it. So yeah, so not sure if we can able to probe from the back of this connector or not. It's kind of deep, way deep in there. It's a little bit tricky. And this is the test switch button right here, which when we plug it back in, we'll push it 3 times, I guess, to go into test mode 3. Alrighty. So let me find out where, if this blue is all tied up to all these blue up here, so maybe we can have a little bit easier point to measure, I guess. So there's blue here also on connector 2. So connector 2 here, there is a blue that go up to the ice maker. Blue here is okay. So yeah, so it's actually same. It's tied to neutral, which is the white. So all those should be the same. So all these. All right. So let me see if I have something that able to go into the back. Maybe something, a paper clip of some sort that perhaps I can squeeze in there too. Because I don't see the connector exposed too much. And yeah, probe. This might point. It might. Yeah, it might touch the clip, so. Yeah, I think that's a possibility. Okay, so yeah, so my probe is long enough. Alright. So what you need to do is, I guess it's going to be volt AC, so I'm going to put it on yeah, volt AC. Okay. So I was able to lay my probe, yeah, on the blue connector here, on connector 2, and then the white pin on here for, yeah, on the heater. All right. So I'm gonna plug it back, the refrigerator back on, and see what's going on. And here the ice maker reset. Okay, so my meter is reading low voltage. Okay, so I click on a little bit. So it's still reading, it's only basically 0 volt, and then it jumped on to 0.4 volts, 0.5. Looks like the fan start running. Yeah, let it settle before I start hitting the test button. Alright, so let's see if we can hit the test button. So that's the button right here. Press it once. Okay, so it beeped once. Okay, so it stopped beeping. So we're gonna press another time. So twice. And then we're gonna push one more time. 3 times. Okay, so what's interesting here is my voltage is only 0.736. Yeah, so it's supposed to be high, but it's not going. It's supposed to be 100 and something volts, but it's not giving me that. Oh, okay, there's, yep, so yeah, my probe was not in all the way, so it's reading 125 volts AC. So yeah, so I'm putting in the voltage, so alright, so that's confirmed that the voltage is going to the heater. Alright, so I'll press one more time to get out the program. So that's back to normal. Okay, so that's the first step. I'm going to disconnect the power. So if that's the case, that's an easy check voltage. What that means is we probably have to open the freezer back panel in the back, and we have to remove all the drawers and doors and all that, and see what we see. Check from the inside. All right. I also almost forgot that before I even close up this, is I'm gonna try to measure resistance across the heater, 2 wires, and see what I can find, I guess. But yeah, so I got my meter in ohms for resistance, and some on auto, and I'm gonna push down on the top and the bottom, and then just carefully wiggle and remove the connector. So what I'm gonna do is white and blue is what I'm gonna measure across. Alright, and I'm not measuring anything. I'm reading an OL, which is an open, so it's not, when you're supposed to measure some low resistance values, so there's a good chance maybe the fuse has been open, because remember there was a fuse in line with the heater, and so anywhere possible could be the fuse or the heater, because to me I would expect some low resistance here measurement, but it's no. Okay, across those 2 lines. So yeah, so that's it. All right. A little bit something to do before. Right, so I guess I can button this up now. We won't touch anything more back here. Okay, so let's open the door. Yeah. Yep. I guess it's frozen ice. Then I guess it's, sorry. Yeah, so lift up this gasket. Take out. Like there's a clip right here holding it, but I'm not sure. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, so just push out and then lift up on the thing. So, push. And there you go. Yep, so one side's come out. Side, same thing. Lift up. And the basket drawer comes out. Okay, so then these come back in, push it back, and we'll have to. Alright, so the next thing is to take the door out. So I guess there's a screw down here on each side, and we have to take it, right here. Tight. Just hold the hands on. Very good. One side. And I guess the other side too has to come out. It's a little bit long. Yeah, I don't have much room in here to work with, so. Alright, so that came out. So with that two come out, the door should be able to come lift and come out. So let me see if I can do that. And so now the door is completely out, so just slide the rail back in. Yep. You can see here. And I guess we'll have to take out these rail. There's a couple of Phillip. Here's the bottom. Yeah, so these are longer. Yeah, so with the 2 screw out, it just kind of, it's hard in there, but you're supposed to. Yeah, it's just kind of stuck in there. Okay. Same thing with the other side. So. One screw here, just 2 screw, and then this screw here. That should be it, and then just kind of and angle a little bit, and that's it. Okay, so see, there's a hook on it. Just kind of angle and then come in. That's it. So that's the 2 rail. All right, next thing is take the bottom rail out. I guess so. Have to figure out how, a couple of screws there. So for the bottom rail assembly here, I think it's just 3 screws, and then on both sides, and hopefully the whole thing will come out. Yeah, I'm not positive, but I think from the looks of it, that's what it looks like. So we'll see. So this 2 screw right here. This is a white screw, and then there's 2 stainless on the, yep, one behind this thing. These look like all the same size, so one back. Can't see very well. It's all the same size. And then on this side, same thing. I'm gonna do the one in the back here first. I bet you it's probably very icy back here as we take out the panel. Yeah, the terrible thing about this is, let's assume it's a heater, right? Yeah, I don't have the part available right now. We have to order it. Yeah, if it's a fuse, Yeah, even that, you know, if we want to get the exact match, we have to order it. I guess also. I don't know if I can be able to modify or have something comparable to that fuse that we can possibly able to modify. But yeah, so we might have to be down for a few days, even. So that's the bad part about this. All right, so now with all that out, I don't know if this thing come out or not. Okay, so look like it's okay. Yeah, so the likely maybe there is a switch on this side. We have to be careful because this. Oh no, there is not. Okay, so they both just kind of angle in a little bit. That's interesting. So I don't know about this rod in the back, if it's able to come out. Yeah. All right, we'll try to get it out as one piece here. So we'll learn. Okay. Yeah, a little bit weird, but it's out. Okay, so hindsight, this rod of the gear drawer, yeah, it's supposed to come out. Yeah, if you put a flathead screwdriver in here and push the tap, you should be able to lift up on this gear here in the back. So that would have helped easier, which I'm gonna do. And so when we put back in, it's a lot easier. We just have to slide it down and it locks right in place. Alright, so yeah. So definitely something, yeah. Yeah, that way it helps because each piece is supposed to come out, yeah, by itself a lot easier than how that whole thing came out. Right. Okay, so I think everything is out. So the back panel should be able to pop out without anything else. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm not sure about this screw, if they come out or not, but I don't think there is. I think it's just kind of, just this thing is gonna, yeah. Okay, so this whole thing come down first. Okay, there you go. Careful, okay, don't pull all the way because there's some connector back there. So you can see, yeah, connector back in that corner. So yeah, the thing I'm surprised is that I don't see a lot of ice built up. Yeah, there's some, but definitely. So yeah, so hopefully maybe, like I said, maybe there's a fuse or something. Alright, so before you take this whole thing, be careful to pop those connector, this tap, and then push in and then pull out. Yeah. I'm not sure what they're for, but I guess. Oh, so those probably likely is the circulator fan and so the first one first, pushing the tab and then come out. So this first one has 3 wires, and then the red one, the tap from behind. So push and so the red one. So with that, this panel could come out now. So let me verify that. Yeah, so there's 2 fan back here. Yeah, so yeah, so the red connector is for the fan to blow up into the refrigerator blower, and then this fan here is for the freezer, yeah, circulator fan. Alright. So there's definitely some built up back there, you can see. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so there's some. Yep. So surprisingly, I'm in here. It changed the color. I guess the heater. Yeah, the heater is these 2 connector back here. The with the 2 black wires, and this connector here is probably for the temp sensor and the well, your thermistor. Yeah, I guess the orange color. But we'll ohm out resistant and see what we have. All right. But some built up. Yeah, some built up. Yeah. So. Yep. And yeah. Hopefully the drain hole here is not plugged. So. Alright, so we'll let it thaw out here, see what happens. Alright, so let me see. So these are the connector. There's a tap, so just squeeze and pull it down on this first one. And this first one has the orange wire, I guess, and orange and blue and brown. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so and then the second behind it has a tap in the back. I think that's for the heater. Yep, just squeeze and then pull it out. Alright, so I'm gonna ohm these and see what happens. I'm gonna ohm the heater one first because that's kind of easy. So just put on resistant on your meter. Yeah. Hopefully move it out the way so you can see. Yeah, this probably won't see well, but I'm gonna just. Okay, so it's measuring 36.7. So I think that's good. Yeah, that's a good heater coil. You can see there. All right, so I'm a little bit relieved that the heater coil is not the problem. And so I'm not which one is the fuse, but I'm gonna measure the two with the orange cable. So I'm not sure if that's the thermistor or not. Okay, the two orange, I think that's the thermistor, is measuring 12.38 k ohm. So it looks like the thermistor is good. So let's measure the two with the brown and blue. So the only thing left is the fuse, I guess. Sorry, it's a little bit hard for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anything from the other, from the brown and the blue, which I believe is a fuse, and I'm getting it open. So no contact. So yeah, so there you go. I think my fuse, which is down here, is which is down here. I'm gonna take it out and see what I can find out anything about it. But the one up here is the thermistor, I guess, and then they loop around. So I'm gonna probably cut the zip tie and bring it out and take a look. All right. So I was able to remove the zip tie, and it's just kind of tucked in here. Alright, so the top part kind of tucked in there. So bring it up. Okay, so here's the part came out. So yeah, the two in, yep, like, can't see the label very well, but it looks like something 105 degrees C here. I'm not sure, but this one here is wrapped up in like foil or something, but we're gonna open it and see what's inside here. Yeah, so like I said, I'm hoping that it's a fuse, like some sort, but yeah. So, yeah. This is glue really good, so hard to peel off. And it's tearing apart, so it's gonna be a little bit, try to best I can to preserve it, I guess. And because I'm really curious on what kind of fuse it is. Oh, okay. Ah, it's one of these. I might be in luck. I might have one of these fuse. Depending on what kind of current it pulls. That's my big worry is. Okay, so it has a. Yeah. So. Alright, so okay, so it's one of these type, which is they use these quite a bit in like dryer, like hair dryer and all that. Okay, so let me see. Here is the label. It's an SW-105T, and it's a 250 volt 10 amp. That's the key right there. So 250 volt 10 amp. Okay, and that's the part number SW105T. Alright, I'm gonna check my stock to see if I might have something like that. Which, okay. Alright, I am in luck. So at first I found these old one that I had, which is 15 amp, which is probably too much for it, from NTE parts here. So they look like this, and then I looked further and I found these things, which I ordered some time ago, and these are 10 amp. Awesome. So yeah, so I'm gonna attempt to cut this open, and then yeah, and then change out. So these things, they don't solder, they crimp, because you know, for current wise, that's the best, because solder, it could melt. So yeah, so I guess this is the best thing. So I'm gonna, not sure which end I'm gonna cut, but look like this end is sealed pretty good, and this end. So yeah, so we'll splice it and we'll push it down and see if I can change it. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Try to find something to just kind of leverage myself. I'm gonna just just protect me, I guess, because the ice and the water and all that. So we want to make sure we can seal it back really good once we're done. Let's see if I can roll this back. Yeah, I don't recommend you guys, you know, doing this, because, you know, obviously they sell the parts. Just order off, you know, wherever online. Yep, and they sell off. I think this whole assembly here is like maybe anywhere from $15, I think, to 21, 22 bucks. So yeah, but I'm always, you know, I try to repair everything, so it's just the way I do it. Let me try to get a plier so I can pull easier. I'm gonna try to roll it down. Little by little, they'll come. Yep. Yeah, I might be a little looked out on the part and all that, because like I said earlier, I hate to change out the heater, because you know the heater is gonna be costing me a lot more than this thing. And this part is, you know, if you order online, it's probably just a few bucks only. It's not a lot. So but what I'm going to do again to make sure is I'm going to ohm it to make sure that, you know, we're getting what we're supposed to. Yeah, it's a little difficult than I thought it would be. Being so bulky in there. I guess we'll have to put something to seal it again. Alright, so here's the thing that they crimped it really good. Yeah, for me, it's like, if I order the part, it might take a day or longer, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah. But alright, so I think it should come out. Yep. So I'll take one of the new parts here and measure so you can see what's going on. Compared to the yeah, so those use ohm meter. When you're short, when you have a continuity, you should measure almost zero. Well, point, you know, which is 0.5. So on the good fuse, you should measure cars and it measuring 1 point, I guess, you know, around 1 ohm or less. Yeah, which about, you know, almost dead short. That's how it should be. And then on this guy, like I said, earlier we measured it, and this Yeah, it's open. You can see that. So it definitely is blown. All right. Okay, so I was able to roll the sleeve back, you know, so try to undo this. There you go, came out. It's a little tedious, but for me, I really enjoy doing these kind of things, so. Yep, finally came out. Alright, so I'm gonna reuse these because like I said, yeah, this is from current wise, they don't like to solder because if it's too high, then they'll open up, I guess, and yep. So here I'm gonna cut them about the same length. So here we are. Short a little bit. All right. Then yeah, I have high confidence that this is gonna work okay. Like I said, you know, why is the fuse blown? It could be, like I said, it's kind of overworked. If there's a lot of moisture already, you know, in the fridge, and it's kind of, you know, working hard. Yeah, so these kind of things could happen, I guess, and yeah, so it's just to protect, yeah, the motherboard, and so. Yeah, I don't have the crimper at all. So it's a little bit. Yeah, so it's not going to be as good, I guess. Like the original they had in there. Yeah, these has to be really good. So I'm gonna find something better to crimp with. Oh, so here we are. I got the thing back together, and yeah, so it's a little bit hassle, but my sleeving is beat up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way of, maybe put some silicone in here just to, protect it from the water and all that. And then I'll heat shrink it and then probably seal it up with the aluminum tape again. But we'll double check to make sure the reading is good. Should be good, right? There you go. It's 0.3. So, alright. So I think I'm pretty good with that. And like I said, yeah, making sure we protect this really good from any water penetration in here. Okay. Alright. Okay, so here we are. All wrapped up. I had silicone in there and wrapped with aluminum foil. Okay? Look just like the original. As good as new. So let me check out one more time for ohm before I put it back in there. So it's reading, yep, 0.3. And check our sensor again, make sure. Yep, so it's warm now, so it's dropped to 8.89. So, all right. So look, that's the thermistor. So it varies the resistance with according to the temperature. So, all right. So there's our harness, and okay, I'm gonna reverse everything and put it back into the freezer. All right. So I'm ready to put everything back in there, and yeah, seems like everything has thawed out. All the ice has melted. So just a little bit of wetness, that's all. So we'll put back the sensor and all that. All right, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I guess the heater can go back in now. Remember the fuse was buried down here in this section. We'll tuck it right in there. And just be careful around here. So, all right, and then guess we can plug this back up there, and then run out cable. Okay. So that's where it is, and then the temp sensor was kind of tucked right in here. Make sure it's right on the outside here. And I guess we can zip tie everything back. So, oh, there, and then I guess we'll have to put back the in the rear. Make sure to plug the connector first. The red go inside, and so make sure the bottom goes in first. This corner is gonna snap in. Corner's not quite in yet. There it goes. Okay, that's it. A little bit of hassle, but it's in. So make sure you clean out everything good before the rails and all that come back in, and then you can't reach in there. Okay. So I'll put this rail back in first. And then 3 screw. These are the white screw. Not to be real tight, just kind of snug. That's all. Don't want to crack anything. Just kind of. Good. Same thing on this side. Remember, I removed the rod here, so we're gonna snap in the gear on the other side, so make life a little easier. So make sure the tab are angle it, and then slide in there. These are the longest screw. Screw. That's in good. So now I guess we're gonna put in the rod and then the gear. Yep. Just the hook. I guess easier if you pull this out. And then slide one side in, and then this side here. Yeah. So this tap is what you press in to lift this gear out. So now in reverse, you do the same thing. You press in on the gear, and then just snap right in there. Yep, just like that. Yeah, that's how it goes in. Alright, and then next thing is the top rail. Remember, these are just 2 screw. I mean, yeah. So angle it for the hook to go in, and then 2 screw on the outside here. Tight that up, yeah, put both in and then tight. Hope easier. Snug, don't over tight. Same thing on this side. So angle, put the hook in, and then there yet. Put the second screw in. Alright, that's pretty much. And then I guess the drawer can go back in there. Yeah. So I guess we can put the top drawer back in there first. How's that work? Yeah, maybe we'll put the door back in first. All right, that way. Hopefully it's not in the way. So let's do it back out. Yeah, so I guess there's this hook right here. That will latch into that hook right there. So it will angle and hook it in both sides and then drop. Yeah. So hopefully you can see that. Okay. Yeah, so okay, so one side's in. Yeah, I'm not sure on the other side, kind of a little bit blind. Step it through. See if I can get that side. I can see that. Yeah, it's not so straightforward. Not seeing very well. Being in a tight spot, I cannot see very well. nothing. A little tricky, but in that corner, no space. I guess I can tighten this one up. Yeah, yucky. All right, make sure you clean up some grease here. Alright, and then make sure that close. Seems like it does. Alright, that's very good. So now I guess I can put the drawer back in there. Put the basket. Drop in. Just like that. Just basket in, everything in. Good. And then I guess this thing come out. And then just kind of put the wire basket in. Put the latch back in there. Seems to be okay. That's how it goes. Okay, that's pretty much back together. We'll do more cleaning afterward, and alrighty, so that's pretty much it. And it's almost time for the real deal, right? Alrighty, so earlier I said that I won't be accessing the back panel anymore for the PWB board. But I guess this is a bonus exercise for me, and I guess what I want to do was earlier we checked those two lines, the white and blue, and we ohmed it out, and we were not able to get any measurement, no resistance, right? So now that we have changed the fuse, we should be able to measure something from the back here. So this is just a good exercise because, like I said, you know, in order to check next time, we can check back here, and knowing that, hey, you know, we got an open circuit, the fuse of some sort. So just to make sure, right? So here we are, the blue. Yep, and lo and behold, you read the, yep, you can see that my meter is measuring 36.9. So that's the way we can check back here. If the coil and the fuse is good, then you should be able to measure exactly in the front. like you are now here. Okay, so so definitely this is a a good check in the back to see what's going on with the the heater element and yeah and the fuse. Alrighty. Okay, so it has been 4 days since I changed out the fuse, and the refrige is running fine, no problem, no error came back, with the DH, and so everything is pretty cold, everything is frozen, really hard and all that. Okay, so solid. Now the only thing is I noticed that there is some leaking air on the front side of the freezer here, and what I noticed is that the gasket is quite squish. So from what I see is that probably the gasket is all damaged, and so it's on this side. So I think it has one. So definitely that might be the culprit from the beginning, where the air escape and moisture and oxygen get in there and cause ice build up. These definitely it has been years, so I think it might need to change out the gasket to help with keeping the everything up. So but that's it. Overall it's working nicely, so not an issue. All right, thank you. I know it's a long video, and but I try to not cutting everything and keep everything detailed as possible, so hopefully you guys can follow through. All right, I appreciate for watching the whole video, and hopefully it'll help you guys out there. All right, thank you, and see you all on the next video. Bye bye.